Hello guys. So in the last lecture what we have seen that how one software problem comes to you and how you can approach to solve the problem, right. So in today's lecture we will do the similar things. We will take a problem, okay, and we will try to design the solutions of the respective problem, and we will try to have a basic implementations plan to solve the problem. Okay, three things we will discuss. One is the problem, another is the design, another is the implementations. Okay, so what problem I will take? I will take a very basic problem. In your day to day life you are using this problem also. Okay, and this is a simple design of a Aadhaar card. Just think about it. Suppose you have a Aadhaar card, right. So suppose you want to replicate that problem, you want to create a Aadhaar card for all the populations in India. So each and every persons in India should have a Aadhaar card, right. So just think, what are the two entities, what are the entities available now? One is the person entity, right, because for this particular person you are creating a Aadhaar card, and next is the Aadhaar details. Next is the Aadhaar details. So, so for what person? This is the person entity and another is the Aadhaar details entity, right. So for person entity, what are the possible attribute may come in person attribute? Another first thing is name. Okay, a person should definitely have a name and mobile number and the address. Just I am thinking, okay. A person whose name is suppose Amit is going to have a name, mobile number and address. These are very basic three things we are storing for now. We may have lot more details to store, but for a base to keep things very simple, I am taking only three details. So for persons we have three attribute, name, mobile number and address we have to store, and for Aadhaar, right, what are the details we have? One is the card number, Aadhaar card number, and all the relevant, one is the photo you want to store, another is the fingerprint. So a lot of things, right, fingerprint, retina scan. So, lot of details you want to store, right, respect to one Aadhaar card. And this Aadhaar will be linked to this person, right, that for which persons you are creating the Aadhaar card, correct. So just now think, in a table or in any entity, there should be a uniquely identifiable attribute. That means based on this card number, like you can fetch all the details of Aadhaar, right. So based on something you should find the person, right. So what can be the unique? Maybe the mobile number may be the unique, right. Mobile number can be the unique because two members should not use the same mobile number. Just for a base, to keep things simple, I am taking mobile number as an unique identifier attribute, and Aadhaar details, card number, photo, fingerprint and retina scan. Along with that, I am taking a mobile number. So just think of it, based on this mobile number from Aadhaar details, you can find a person. How? Same mobile number you can search here and you can get the details of a person, name, mobile, address, everything, and same mobile number you can get the photo, fingerprint and retina scan, right. So using this mobile number, you can connect these two data set, right. This is a very basic thing, just visualize it. Maybe based on this common mobile number, you can connect these two data set, right. So this is the very basic things. For now we will discuss. Okay, currently we have two details, one is the person, another is the Aadhaar details, right. So now just think of it, what are the possible things we have to do? First thing is, any new member comes, any new person comes, what we have to do? We have to insert the record for that particular persons, right, and we have to insert in both the places. And the first thing is we have to insert in person, next thing we have to insert in Aadhaar, right. Why first we have to insert in person? Because otherwise through this mobile number, when you are entering data in Aadhaar, you will not able to face, right, for whom exactly you are storing details in Aadhaar. So first you have to insert in person, then you have to insert in Aadhaar, right. Same way what I told yesterday, insert, update and delete. This is the common 3 operations you have to do in each data set. Update also, if anyone updating the photo, anyone updating the fingerprint, anyone updating its mobile number, anyone updating its address. So, if anyone is updating its address, maybe the Aadhaar card number should not change, right, because just mobile number only it is there, right. So, he can update the mobile number here, along with that you have to update the mobile number here, right. So, fourth thing is we have to search, right. To get the details of a person, you have to search through Aadhaar card number, and based on this Aadhaar card number you will get the other details, and from this mobile number you can search in person and you can get the person details also, right. So, now this is the solutions you have built. Okay, this is the 2 data set we will prepare. So, this data set I will tell as a table in database. Okay. So, one table is person, another table is the Aadhaar card number, okay, other details. So, there are 2 tables where we will store the data, right. So, this is the database design you have done. Okay. So, what is the next thing? How will you enter the details? You will directly go to the database and enter the details? No, right. For end users who will exactly use your software may not be so tech friendly that he will log into your database and who will always fire an insert query to enter the details, right. So, what you have to do now? You have to create a wrapper, right, who will help to insert the data into your database. So, just think of it, I am just taking it as a database, okay, where you have one is person table, another is the Aadhaar details table. Okay. So, now think, you can directly use these solutions also, you can directly enter the data into the database and solve this problem, but just think of an end user who will not be so tech friendly to log into your DB every time and store the details, right. So, what you have to do? You have to create a wrapper, what will be the user friendly wrapper, right. So, what you can do? You can create a front end screen, right, like you have in mobile screen, on web screen, any website you go. So, suppose www.aadhardetails.com, there you will go and someone want to register, there is a button called register a new user, right. So, when you will click in the register, he may get the name and everything to enter like you use, right, everyone knows nowadays. So, this part of the system is called front end. Okay. So, in this front end area you design the screen, okay, you design the screen where exactly you will get the relevant attributes and you will allow the user to enter details and maybe hit on the submit button. Okay. So, after you hit on the submit button, it will go to the back end. Okay. It will go to the back end. What is the back end? Back end means a software, a application's back end. What it will do? It will take the data, whatever you will submit, okay, and it will form the data or it will enrich the data however it want, okay. It will format the data and it will insert into the DB, okay. So, what will happen? Your front end will allow the user to enter the details, your back end will allow the user to take the details from front end, and what it will do? It will do certain validations whatever required before it insert to the DB, then it will insert to the DB. Okay. So, this is a register. Just think of people are searching, right, people are searching a detail. Suppose you have given your Aadhaar card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you hit the enter, you hit the search button. What it will do? This search, after you enter the search, it will go to the back end. So, what it will do? Your search service will take the data and it will talk to the back end and will get the informations and it will share to your front end to show the data into your screen. So, this is how the whole things happens, okay, in a software. So, you have a 3 layer of architecture in a very basic software. One is the front end, another is the back end, another is the DB. Okay. So, this is called 3 layer architecture. So, your front end, from front end you will provide the data, your back end will take the data and it will talk to the DB whether you need to insert it or update it or search it, anything you want to do. Okay. So, we have 3 modules now. Another is the front end, it will talk to the back end, and next it will talk to the DB. Okay. Now, in front end, what are the relevant technologies that is available, that is used to build the front end? Is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, a lot of things. Nowadays it comes Angular, React. Okay, these are technologies, and next a lot of things. This list never ends. Okay, a lot of things are there. These are very basic and commonly used technology to build the front end screen. Okay, and in mobile, you have a React Native. In mobile, Flutter, Flutter is the hybrid one, React Native. So, a lot of front end technologies are there, which you can create the front end screen for web and mobile, both you can create, right. So, whenever your front end screen is in web or mobile, you will talk to the back end, right. So, this back end service is written by any programming language like Java, right, Python. This list never ends. Okay, there are a lot of programming languages, Node.js, right? So Kotlin. So a lot of languages which you can use to build your backend. And DB, there are almost three types of DBs there, but on a regular basis we use two types of DB to store the data. One is SQL, another is the NoSQL DB. So commonly used term is, if you see MySQL, Oracle, right. So in NoSQL you must have heard about MongoDB. So okay, so any of these technologies you can use. Okay, so just think, in front end you can use maybe HTML, CSS for a basic web design, and you can use Java or Python, Flask, Java Spring, anything is you can use to build your backend. And that backend will talk to any of the service like DB service like MySQL or Oracle. So then you can build the whole solutions. Okay. So these are the relevant technologies. If you have any questions, you may enter into the comment. I will reply immediately. So that we can clear each other's doubt. So thank you so much. This is all for this today.